All right, here we go. Copper Lake. What are we doing at Copper Lake today? We're going to go down and see if we can't find a trophy common barbel, and if not a trophy, at least some decent size ones. And of course, we're here at 98.80 on Santiago, fishing for none other than common roach. So cafe, we have no barbel in the cafe, unfortunately. And the spot that we're headed to is 5531, 17 meter. Oh no, wait, never mind. That's a bare spot. Take it back. It is 4334, clip 17. That's what I meant to say. 4334, all the way down at the south. Now, if this spot is too slow, then we'll switch to the cream corn spot. But I just wanted to give this a try, see if we're getting any barbel at all. We've got a late afternoon, and then we'll have an early morning just to see what the bite rate's like. 43.34. Man, I got all excited about that second post because the bite rate looked better, but I didn't look closely. That second one's actually at bare. So it looks like bare barbel, which I think I already have bare barbel trophies. But bare barbel are actually pretty healthy right now, where I bet this copper spot might be a little slow. $43.34. Is this actually on the... Yeah, it's actually on the thing, isn't it? Looks like they're just casting straight out, by the way. Maybe slightly towards the north. We'll just pretend it's straight north. Uh-oh, you've tried this, Mom? Yeah, like I said, I might not stay long then. Yeah, this might not be a good idea then. Before you came to Ladoga, this is what you were trying? Did you catch any at all? All right, 22 grams. We should be able to go to 100. I mean, at least 90, right? One hour, two barbels? Okay. What kind of rare bluefish? Well, I don't know. Some people have been talking in chat about rare trophies. Roach, I think especially at Mosquito. I'm telling you, the stonefly is so dead. But it may just be that the people that are talking about that happen to also be people that are talking a lot in chat. I don't know that many people are actually going for it, but... To be fair, Mosquito has been pretty good silver lately just because of how many trophies you can catch, but... we'll see. All right, finally, fish on stonefly. Let's see how bad it is. Pretty rough. But, you know, we'll see how this goes. I mean, for barbel fishing to be fun, it does need to be a pretty decent bite rate, right? And if it is a decent bite rate, barbel fishing can be very fun, but you haven't seen anyone catch one yet other than regular trophy. But you do know that it happens, right? It is possible, as evidenced by what you see on Santiago's screen. Super rare trophy, common roach, stonefly larva, Mosquito Lake. Even a low-level account like Santiago was able to find a rare trophy. But, it, you know, we can, let's see if any have been caught yet this week, right? So there's only been, what, just over 24 hours since the reset. And if you think about common roach, you are just double checking my numbers here. You're looking at 2 kilos as the rare trophy. Yeah, that's what the blue flag means. That's right. So if we go to weekly, the only problem is I'm not sure if the biggest roach will actually be caught at Mosquito, even in this part of the week, but we'll see. Common roach, yeah, none of them. So all the blue trophy roaches have been caught elsewhere. Tuba, it looks like, because people are going for sturgeon and hitting huge. Wait, these aren't sturgeon. What is this, y'all? This is going for short-headed barbel, maybe? Ladoga had one on leech, which that is cool. This is float fishing leech stonefly. Somebody hit a massive roach. Not what they were going for. That's pretty cool. So, unfortunately, we still can't sort the weeklies by location. So, there's no way to tell how many, if any, have been caught actually at Mosquito this week. That's a deep pull there. It's a roach. It's got a pretty aggressive pull. It is. All is quiet on the copper front here. Yeah, I don't think I want to make y'all sit through this, especially overnight. Hey, it's our first 1 kilo roach in this spot today. So once we get to overnight, I'm going to just switch this right back over to the little Tinch Gibble whatever spot here at Copper. This is too slow. Are the Comfort 360 strong enough to catch the trophy? Oh yeah, for sure. Comma Comforts? Absolutely. Yeah, you could catch them with a lot smaller than that, to be honest. All right, so 5660, 6 meter clip. Oh, nice. Nice to have AC again, huh? All right, that's Barbel number 2. Or is it number 3? No, that's number 2. Little fella. I'll be right back. Yo, Amar. Hey, sounds good, Daytona. Thanks for hanging out. Yo, we're getting some nasty thunder right now outside. Thunder and lightning. If you suddenly don't see me anymore, it's because the electricity could cut out. Hopefully it won't. I'm gonna try to go a little longer, but just as a heads up. Oh, is that right, Amar? What if it was the same system spread out across the Atlantic? It's abnormally dry where you are. Rainforest with almost no rain in a month. Yeah, that's a nice barbel. I mean, 3 barbel, 11 minutes. Not the worst barbel fishing I've ever done. They haven't announced the price yet? Doesn't that come out tomorrow, Amar? Dude, it's loud outside. Hold on one second, y'all. Eleven a.m., huh? Yo, fish go away. Level 40. What? There's no way, man. That thing was bent over so far. What? All right, looks like that's gonna cut it off, right? All right, let's try the cream spot, the cream corn. Man, I'm telling y'all that storm sounds gnarly. Um, all right, if this is a roach, it's a real deal. I mean, what else could it be, right? It popped off. What's the biggest fish that could have... Some kind of carp? I mean, we're running 6.8, although it is pretty worn out. By the way, we need to make some new 6.8s. I guess that was just a roach trophy. Since the leader's that worn out. Sure as heck popped off though. Where are we going? 5660? Nope, 5650. Yes, 5650. Somehow my brain said it, but heard 5660. All right, we need to buy some new cream apparently. How about copper? Yep, we need to make some new stuff. Y'all still been fishing this copper spot some? I assume it'll still do some, look at this chub. Oh, that's what it was. Y'all think it was a chub on the mayfly? That might have made sense. It just was too big for a roach, right? Let's see. 6.8. 6. Yo, what's up, Addy? Oh gosh, another one popped off. How's this hook looking? Oh, the hook's got 0.1% wear. That's what's happening, folks. All right, hold on. Do I have any crappy large one hooks I could send? Because that is absolutely what's happening. I cannot believe that in that short a time, I have worn out a hook like that. Hey, it's a tinch. That's pretty quick. I mean, I know those are cheap hooks. And I'm honestly just putting another cheap hook on there. But, I don't know. I suppose we've done a lot of fishing. Seems pretty quick to get worn on 1% worn. F1, this, you love to see it. We want to see heavy F1 and tench traffic, not constant gibbles and crucians or whatever. That's what we're hoping for. Pinch number 2. F1 number 2. Love to see it. All right, that's the lowest price I've ever seen Kenshi at. $8.99. MDawg with the weekly. Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. Hopefully we can do better than that. We'll see. Hey, nice Barbel trophy. Something you don't see every day. Kohaku. So Alex, it'll say, normally it's around 18 hours or so, but if you look at the info on the actual mix, it'll tell you. Oh yeah, you're right, thank you. What reels are you using at Copper? I am using the Zyman P Series 2 GS 30S. Yo, Kenshi's $8.99. How many times have I almost purchased Kenshi? Is this what I've been waiting for? It to go down to $8.99? A game that I feel like is pretty much guaranteed to be something that I enjoy, but somehow I've still put it off this long. Not 6,000. No, this is my small setup. So I have the Royal Pickers with 3,000 reels, and then my Royal Feeders with 6,000 for a little bit chunkier setup. This is when I'm going for like tench and F1s, you know. What do you fish on the level 24 one? So right now I'm at Mosquito, at 98.80, fishing for common roach trophies. To be honest, it's not going very well. I did have some good Crucian Gibble trophies, but the roach trophies are avoiding me today. Attention passengers. Just had a 52-gram big head. Wow. Looked like old bird at first sight. Yeah, it's probably I was probably just zoomed in. You couldn't see enough of the map to really know. MDawg, I forgot to pay a bill. Oh. Oh, Mar. So, Amar, do you still have a price range like it's got to be at least this amount for you to get it or no? Because like I told you, I will, as much as I'm excited about it, I will probably wait for a sale. There's finally our first Roach trophy, folks. First Roach trophy of the day comes in. Um, and it's a 1.2. Comes in at 655. I guess not too much of a surprise on the time, but by the way, is this hook also kind of worn or no? Yes, it is. Golly, I got to replace all these hooks. All right, thanks, Wrangler. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Big heads are popping. Welcome back, Ramathor. I am pleased. I was expecting that we might not see many F1s, but at least in the overnight morning hours, we've seen plenty of F1s. F1s, Tench, occasional Koi. This has been good. It's been good. Not really sure if it's more than 20. I'm not getting it all until so. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. I mean, for what it is, that just feels like a fair price to me. But I mean, unless it's like, unless we start hearing that they've created like a 40-hour campaign or something. But I just don't think that's what it will be. So how much replayability would it really have? How good is the story really? I mean, come on. Come on now. 6 to 8 hours of story, but there is going to be like sandbox. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Woo. Little mirror carp. I wonder if it'll be. Sounds good, Amar. I do wonder if it'll be a if it'll be like you know, separate game mode for the stories versus sandbox, or if it'll sort of all be the same experience. Yeah, again, I just got disconnected from chat for a minute there, so if anybody said anything and I didn't respond, it's probably because I didn't actually see it on my end. I think this storm is kind of messing with me a little bit at this point. All right, there's second common roach trophy for Santiago. This one's 1.336. They're finally starting to come in a little bit in the morning, I guess. Probably when they're most likely to come in. Inch. Plenty of gibbles. Kind of expected that, but by the way, were both trophies on Mayfly? Nope, one of them was Stonefly. Little common. Can't tell which one of these has a fish on. Okay, it's Stonefly. Another F1. Yeah, that's a great question, Masiori. So right now I have really nice carp setups on Santiago. Probably what I'll end up doing is getting a couple of spinning rods, at least two, maybe three, that I can troll with if I want to do some trolling at Corey or Volkov. But there's also an argument to be made. We're almost level 25. We're about to unlock Spod, which means we probably end up doing more carp fishing, not less. We're not that far away from level 26, which is Amber, which means even more carp fishing. There's an argument to be made just to lean into the carp fishing. And what I mean by that is buying all the stuff you need to succeed as much as possible when you're fishing for carp, and as well as saving up for setups that will actually work at copper as well. Because if we did transition to pretty serious carp fishing, you're going to hit level 29 before you know it. You know what I mean? It's not going to be that long. The carp setups I already have are the Fortuna carp rods with the upgraded caliber HSVs. But what I would need to save for are feeder rods with 6,000 size reels for copper. But I probably will do the spinning route. I'm just saying if I wasn't doing it for content as well as enjoyment, then I would probably just lean more into the carp bottom fishing. If that makes sense. What level are you? What level are you? That just depends on what level you are. How close are you to copper? If you want to save for something that will work on copper and... Oh, yeah, 16, you've got so much time. I have no regrets buying those Fortuna carp rods. You will have good uses for them, even if you end up playing this game for years and end up to be level 40. There's still times that you'll use those Fortuna carp rods. You do have to keep in mind that the one place you can't use them is Copper Lake. And when you do hit level 29, which by the way, the game gets a lot more grindy between where you are now and Copper Lake, it'll slow you down. So I don't, in my opinion, I think getting the caliber HSVs and the Fortuna carp rods is a great move, even though you can't use them at copper. But other people have suggested other strategies, which I totally understand. Gotta love these like tiny mirror carps that are coming out now that it's later in the morning. $47.47. Nope, I'm at 56. I'm not at 56. Yes, I am at 56. I'm at 56.50. And at Mosquito, I'm at 98.80. Welcome to the stream, by the way. You'll make your silverback quick in Amber if you get HSVs. There you go. And Amber's just such a fun place to fish. Like, why don't you fish at 47.47? I don't know. Is it good? What's biting at 47.47? I was trying to go. What were we trying to do? We were trying to do Barbel, and the Barbel spot was just a little too slow, especially on stream. Let's see, 47.47. Common mirror, maybe F1. I don't know, like I'm catching a lot of fish in this spot, but maybe. I don't know. This roach spot just started hailing. Yeah, I mean, it is storming for sure. This roach spot is like, not very consistent. Oh, yikes. Get some get some spots on the roof. Little dents. When in doubt, stickleback. I could not believe the silver in that stickleback spot. What the heck? They must have just slowly over time increased the silver for so many different species that I don't know. It's kind of wild. Thank you, Ramathor. Yeah, that was a good thought, but it required some explanation, especially for me, for sure. The long ride, like it. '18 mirror, nice. No, you're you're right about that. Yeah, I just want to go look out the window and see what it's doing. Yeah, it's pretty crazy out there. Thought that was a leather for a second. Little mirror. Baby F1. What's up, Adam? You don't have to catch trophies, but it seems like. What's up, Alex? It seems like catching trophies or close to trophies, so high, good size of a particular fish species, comes with an increased chance compared to catching smaller examples of that fish species. I think trophies are good, but what's best is a high bite rate with trophies mixed in. so, so yeah, that's why I like being able to switch between crucian. I mean, right now Mosquito is just dying to hand you out some points, you would think, although I haven't gotten any today on Santiago, because you're switching between different species with different trophies, decent bite rate, and you're changing up the rig type you're using. So you would think that would be a pretty good combination. All right, so this rig actually lost the fish. Yeah, that's always a good idea. Tinch. $24 premium. That's a lot of happy hours. Y'all think it's been long enough now that when I pull out this shovel, some people are like, what is going on? Seven days in real life on same spot at winding for 0.5%. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like, I mean, it depends on what type of fishing you're talking about, but like if it's bottom fishing, especially, get to 80% so you can do spod, and then just try to forget about it. Just fish for what you want to fish, enjoy the game. It is, that last 20% is too slow to be stressed out on every fish you catch, hoping it's going to come. Just have fun playing the game. Before you know it, you'll hit it. Same with sea fishing. Try to forget about it. I guess same with all of them. I think for spin fishing, I just ended up finding active spots for trolling because it felt like with having multiple rods in the water. You start at 97.9. Oh, wow. I mean, if you're getting points, that's good. Oh yeah, it's definitely the biggest thing you can do to increase the likelihood of you getting points is start having happy hours. 100%. All right, folks, this storm is just continuing. I'm gonna I think I'm gonna start moving towards wrapping it up here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is sell fish on Santiago, and then we'll catch a couple more fish here, and then do the same here at Copper. Probably make I don't know 400 or 500 silver here at Copper. I would think. Been a good session here. All right, let's see here. Are there any common roach? I know we missed out on the bream order already rolled off. We didn't do rough. We did do roach. Did we get small enough roach to make that worth it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 381, 12. So yeah, it's probably worth it. We never got tench today, actually, at Mosquito. All right, so Santiago made 340 silver. This is going to put us over 5K. We have just quietly, ever since our second trip to Norway, we have just been quietly keeping it rolling. Wait, what event are we talking about? You mean the next, what are we talking about, Ramathor? All right. Yeah, that's a good amount of silver. All those trophies, it just adds up. That's 5,140 silver. That's pretty cool. Anniversary event. Oh, yeah. No, that's for sure. That'd be so fun. The other thing you're reminding me that I have got to prioritize and do is RF4 Joe asked me to email whoever handles the official comps these days and give them some possible dates that I could host a comp. And that's always a good time, and it's always fun. RF4 provides nice prizes and stuff, so I need to send that email, give them some dates, and try to get something rolling. You think they'll bring any good stuff in the shop? You talking about next content or what, Mom? What you talking about? The anniversary event, I think they'll have some, hopefully have some fun stuff in the, as rewards, you know? Thank you. Yeah, I'm about to wrap it up. I know I'm getting low on corn again, but we're about to wrap it up as well, so. Anniversary. Thank you, Ramathor. I don't remember on the anniversary event, have they put stuff in the store? Well, I guess they have the actual anniversary skins of the different reels and stuff. Yeah, that's a good question. Like, what are they working on this year compared to last year? Have they prioritized? Wow. Thank you. That's too kind. I am going to be wrapping it up soon, but I do appreciate it. So yeah, I mean, that's a good question. Maybe they will come out with some different. I feel like last year, in some ways, the anniversary event, it might have been not a one-time thing, but kind of a special thing. I don't think there's going to be, no, there's not a special stop. I don't know that there's going to be as much stuff this year as there was last year. I don't know. What do y'all think? Was last year's anniversary kind of like a special anniversary? Yeah, I mean, they did confirm supposedly in the Q&A, Germany Q&A stream, the next map's going to be like lower to mid-level or something. And they might have given a time frame of summer, but I don't know. It's just too close. Like, we haven't had a sneak peek or anything. I mean, the anniversary event will be here before we know it, right? Oh, is it that close? Holy cow. Yeah, there's no way a new map's coming out for that, right? We don't have a sneak peek or anything. I think I just ruined that bite. Nope, maybe it held on. Yo! Thank you. I think we're going to do pretty good. I think there's been enough F1s, even without dinks mixed in, there's been enough F1s. We're going to do pretty good. I have no idea, Agent Banana. I really don't know. All right, so easy common carp order, 22. 22, that's going to be it, right? Yeah, 819 silver, that's awesome. So Mom says the tonger. There you go. Go for the tonger. So is this primarily for catfish? Interesting. I don't know. When's a good time to buy premium? When you know that you're going to have a lot of time to play. When you know you're going to be able to maximize the time to play. Take advantage of all those happy hours and all that. Level wise, I would say in your 20s if you're doing it based on when you're going to start feeling the grind. What hook? I used large one hook. Large one hook, cream corn. It's like good every time. Been good for a while, you know. And it's a lot of silver. A lot of silver, a lot of easy catches. This is not gonna be a strain for your gear. Catching mostly F1s and small stuff. All right, y'all are the best. I'm gonna go check and see how this storm's going. I will see y'all soon. Thanks for hanging out today. Follows, subscriptions, always very kind of you. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Can you show me the hook? Show me the hook. Yeah, I'll show you the hook really quick. Yeah, y'all are the best. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate it. Later on, y'all have a good one too. Unfortunately, I left the setup back here, but here we go. Here's the full setup. Large one hooks, cream, and then I had PVA on that I used up. All right, catch y'all next time.